Vladimir Zelensky, if you were to just whoop JD Vance and Trump's ass, nobody's going to be mad at you because the disrespect is astounding. But coming from the Associated Press, Trump calls for immediate ceasefire between Ukraine and Russia, but doubts Zelensky wants peace. You know what's funny right now on TikTok? I have someone fighting tooth and nail, trying to say Trump isn't a Russian puppet. This is all conjecture. I don't watch the news. You all are just saying talking points as they're spewing every bit of propagandized talking points there are, trying to the Russia hoax. No, when there's actual evidence and more evidence that keeps creeping up, it's not a hoax. Donald Trump said Friday he wants an immediate ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine and warned Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to make peace or lose American support. But when asked about Israel and Palestine, that was not a man that wanted to make peace, Trump said of Zelensky hours after the two had a contentious Oval Office meeting. He added, I want a ceasefire now. Bitch, who are you? Trump said he believes that Russian President Vladimir Putin, who launched the invasion of Ukraine 3 years ago, is ready for a peace deal. The deal that Trump is talking about isn't really a peace deal. It's a lay down, roll over, give Putin what he wants and shut the fuck up deal. It is like Putin has told Trump, this is what I want, make it happen, or I'm going to expose everything about you. And told JD Pants, hey, Sir fucks a couch a lot. I got some shit on you too. I told y'all, Trump is 50% owned by Musk and 50% owned by Vladimir Putin. Musk is the husband, Vladimir, what the scissor call it, the weekend. Zelensky urged the U.S. administration to be more skeptical of the Russian leader's intentions. You know, I thought we were. But Donald Trump berated Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky for being disrespectful Friday in an extraordinary Oval Office meeting, then abruptly called off the signing of a minerals deal with the U.S. that Trump said would have moved Ukraine closer to ending its war with Russia. So you want a ceasefire. You've already said, Trump, that you're not going to supply anything protective, whatever. You want to recoup the money that was already spent. Although the money that we have acquired for our protection has far exceeded anything else. And you believe, Trump, that just U.S. presence on the ground is enough because, as you said, nobody would mess with us. But you're going to pull that back. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? And those of y'all that go with me on my book series, when we discussed yesterday, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? I said I was going to walk you through how nothing on this floating space rock is ever new. And when you ignore racism, you will eventually get caught up in that snare. And the same shit that they've done to marginalized communities, they're now doing to entire countries and what they are going to do to the entirety of the United States. You have a problem, I can remedy it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep saying publicly, you need to fix this and you need to do it this way. But I am going to be a speed bump and a stumbling block every step of the way so that I can get everybody on my side when I say, look, I had to step in and save everyone. That is toxicity at its highest. Donald Trump berated Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky for being disrespectful Friday in an extraordinary Oval Office meeting. The The astonishing turn of events could scramble affairs in Europe and around the globe. During his visit with Trump, Zelensky was expected to sign the deal allowing the US greater access to Ukraine's rare earth minerals and hold a joint news conference, but that plan was scrapped after the heated engagement between the leaders in front of news media. This is turning into an alpha incels wet dream. The stuff that they sell you on these podcasts, and even before there were podcasts, there's some of y'all that are old enough to remember the infomercials and the DVD packets and the CD packets. How to get a woman in 30 days. And then you remember the whole negging thing where they taught you how to do these things, knowing that they were lying to you. Not believing that you would, they thought that you would like adapt certain things and finesse it and remix it for yourself. Forgetting that you're fucking stupid and you're going to just do it word for word. That is what happened today. That is what happened. Every talking point that we have gone back and forth with on the internet and before there was an internet and social media, we now have those that embody it, that believe it, that don't realize that these were lies and talking points that you were supposed to put out into the public, but not actually live your life by because you knew it was full of shit. This is how they're governing. This is how they're truly living their lives. All this time we thought, oh, they're just saying this in public and they don't actually believe. Yes, the fuck they do. Yes, the fuck they do. Yeah, gone is the generation, gone are the people who knew that they were lying, knew that they were full of shit. These motherfuckers really believe these white supremacist, bigoted, problematic talking points. They really believe this is how all alpha men, Captain K, dumbass, and son. Like, this is what we have. This is the administration. And on top of that, the rest of the administration is not checking in with Trump. Everybody is on an individualistic power grab. That we are just stepping in to the axes and shedding the allies. With a depleted CIA, depleted FBI, and a military that is topsy-turvy, full of motherfuckers who think that they can just talk a good game and have convinced themselves that the United States is the fucking Debo of the globe. But let me remind you, even Debo got dealt with. Every great movie with a bully. What happens to the bully by the end? Now, coming from Cincinnati.com, NKY's Northern Kentucky's Thomas Massie stands alone among Republicans voting against Trump-backed budget bill. Representative Thomas Massie Tuesday night cast the lone Republican no vote against a budget bill that would pave the way for Donald Trump's legislative agenda. The budget bill, you mean the one, the Heritage Foundation agenda? Why he thinks he has a mandate? Jesus Christ on a motorbike. The budget bill passed the House 217 to 215 and would set out a total amount of money Congress would spend to implement Trump's priorities. Massie, the Republican from Garrison, who represents Northern Kentucky, voted against the measure because it didn't cut the federal deficit enough. And I thought that's what the plan was. Build this meritocracy, this merit-based utopia in the United States. Decrease pricing, decrease taxes, increase spending, make the government more efficient, and cut what we owe. And I'm going to need you motherfuckers that are gobbling up and regurgitating, the Bank of the United States, the Bank of America is closed, the Bank of the United States is closed, no more getting into our pockets. If we were the bank of everybody, we wouldn't be in debt. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that. Why would we have all the creditors? We would be the creditor. Mm-hmm. 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 When a bill collector calls you, do you get to tell them, nah, uno reverse, homie? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bank up, insert name here, is closed. Y'all gonna quit taking advantage of me. Because that's essentially what Trump has you guys doing. Like y'all really y'all sitting here going, yeah, Elon Musk is gonna save us so much money and cut our debt to we don't have no debt. We everybody owes us money. Which the fuck one is it? Which the fuck one is it? Which the fuck one is it? Coming from the Independent, Musk urges retired air traffic controllers to come back as he continues to slash federal workforce. I don't know how y'all sat back and watched him do this slash and burn. I'm gonna run through like a fucking wrecking ball, and I'm a hyped up on sugar 2.5 year old like he did with Twitter and have to try to rehire people. And we've seen him do this 3 times now with the federal government that's been made public. 3 times it's been made public. Uh, when wrong people were fired, he has to beg them to come back. I don't know with all of the planes dropping from the sky like gnats in the snow, why you would start slashing. Uh, you know what? Elon Musk has urged retired air traffic controllers to return to work after the string of deadly aviation disasters that have plagued the U.S. this year. There is a shortage of top notch air traffic controllers. If you have retired but are open to returning to work, please consider doing so, Donald Trump's Doge boss wrote. Not with the way y'all handling things and the way y'all described DEI and said that these people prior to them retiring weren't qualified. Why are you asking them to come? What? It's almost like you're full of fucking shit. A few hours later, the FAA posted a recruiting flyer on the social media platform for entry-level air traffic controllers announcing the opening of applications now through March 17th. If y'all think Musk is doing anything for the betterment of the country or other people, you got to be fucking kidding me. Who do you think would be answering an ad on Twitter with the zero sponsorship dollars, the zero ad revenue on Twitter? Like he is really trying to make fetch a thing. And let's not forget, he used Twitter to find his Doge team. Don't let him tell you that it came any other way. He used Twitter to get his Doge team. Being an air traffic controller is one of the best, most rewarding jobs in America, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said in a written statement as a part of the announcement. After y'all sat there on international TV and disrespected current air traffic controllers. You called them DEI hires that fucked up basically. You laid off slash fired a bunch of them. And now so you're at this point because these motherfuckers don't want to come back. Great businessman, right? Great business. We're gonna we gonna tough it out. We're gonna tough it out with Muskie and his maneuvers, okay? Hey sis, we we're gonna stick with we're gonna continue with Musk. Quick side note. Um I know some of you are over here because you saw me in the Eager series. I was in the comments today taking more notes. As promised, the deconstructing through journaling series I did begin. It is on my Substack. The first set of questions is up. There will be additional questions that will be posted before the end of the night. Okay, your girl got hungry, so I had to go get something to eat. I had to go get some tacos. I ain't gonna lie to you. We're gonna go stuff my face. So yeah. Alrighty. Coming from news, Elon Musk assassination instigator faces swift justice over her shocking calls. As always, we're gonna go through this before don't assume. Don't assume. Just go with me on this. Okay? Go with me on this. Okay? Go with me. You're gonna grab a drink. You gonna I kind of feel like I should have kept this for Saturday. For those y'all that have been around long enough to go through a Saturday with me, you know what I mean. But an influencer who called for the assassination of Elon Musk and then bragged about not paying taxes for 8 years has caught the attention of the Justice Department, news.com can reveal. And if you want to look this up, news is KNEWZ, like zebra.com. Yo, you gon' first of all, y'all, you're not wealthy. Do not admit to not paying taxes. I know what they do all the time. But don't get on the interwebs that is forever saying you don't pay them taxes. Okay? If they figured out that you don't pay taxes, thank your lucky stars and shut the fuck up. Okay? Shh. Dame le bouche. Silencio, por favor. All right. U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, Ed Martin, vowed to pursue charges against Sarah C. Roberts following her viral video. Y'all be making the wrong shit viral, okay? Well, somebody is like they gonna do the work of the people. Anywho. While Robert's social media accounts have since been deactivated, her video has continued to circulate online because the internet's forever. The internet is like Kendrick Lamar, 50 Cent, Cardi B beef. And I'm not saying they beefing with each other. I'm just saying look at their history. When you beef with them, they gonna beef with you forever. And was shared by right-wing influencer Libs of TikTok, of course, who has 4.3 million followers on X. Because about 2.3 million people in this country are racist, and the others, it's not too hard to find and buy bots. Yeah, they are very creative. Libs of TikTok captioned the video, TikToker who admits she hasn't filed taxes in 8 years calls for Elon Musk to be assassinated at FBI. But here's the thing: are y'all catching? Are y'all catching what I'm putting down? Are you catching what's going on? They're not pissed that she called for Elon to kick the bucket and go to the upper room. They want her because she ain't paid taxes in 8 years. And see if they can recoup all this unpaid tax dollars, not from the rich, okay? They're not gonna collect shit from the rich, okay? They gonna shake us dry, flip all our couch cushions up, get all the change, go through everybody's cup holders in their cars and up underneath the seats and in everybody's glove box, okay? That's what they gonna act like. Oh, see the cost savings. Elon was doing so great. They don't give a shit about somebody trying to off him. You know, they're going after the. In a follow-up post, the conservative account boasted about Roberts now being the subject of an investigation, writing, "Breaking, U.S. Attorney Ed Martin just announced an investigation into this TikToker who called to assassinate Elon. But that's not what Ed wants to investigate, though. Roberts said in her since deleted video, I promised myself I would avoid the news, but obviously I haven't. Here's my one thought. I have many thoughts. Elon Musk. That was it. That was it. That was it. That was anticlimactic. We need zippers in our pockets. Yes, we do. After mentioning the tech CEO who has joined the Trump administration, that is the Musk administration, okay? That is the Musk administration. Trump is just sitting there like, he's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man. Love him like I do, I. That's why I love him like I do, I. Oh, I do not need to fall over. After mentioning the tech CEO, who has joined the Trump administration as a White House advisor and leader of the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge. Wait a minute. I thought y'all said Amy Gleason, who was asked out on the beach and is a nurse in charge of, helping with health care efficiency in the U.S. I thought she was the head of Doge. Y'all need to. Roberts made a throat slashing motion. Oh, but Elon could salute. He could salute. 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 Hmm. 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 She continued, we need to X him, and by X, I mean formerly known. You're an adult. You're an adult. You're an adult. You are. Fuck that shit. We need to X him, and by X, I mean formerly known as assassination. Amy Gleason. They said Amy Gleason ran Doge. It's up. I have a whole breakdown on her and what they said. And how they tried to make it seem like it was top secret information that they whispered out. But it's labeled. It's labeled. If you go to the front of the my profile page, it's labeled. Anytime. The influencer then began to speak in a whisper as she addressed the FBI, claiming the department would never come after her. Girl, you said you didn't pay taxes. Clearly, they do not give a fuck about keeping the GOP safe. Okay? They are okay with removing each other's security clearances, removing each other's security teams, forcing each other to pay for private security, ignoring warning signs, putting on international TV flight plans of one another. You said you didn't pay your taxes. That is where they were like, I draw the line. That's the hill I'ma die on. This bitch didn't pay taxes. And she might not have worked in 8 years. And maybe that's why she didn't pay no taxes. I don't know her personal business, but they wouldn't have investigated you for that shit at all. She added, arrest me. You don't have enough people to even investigate me at this point. I haven't filed my taxes in like 8 years, and yet no one's come for me. Girl. You know they're short staffed. And you know there's certain shit they don't give a fuck about. But you gonna do 60% of the work for them? Lord have mercy. I told y'all can't keep no secrets. Every day I tell y'all can't keep no secrets. And then there's always somebody who want to give me some pushback and be like, Taz, we can keep a secret. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. And then y'all want to be cheating on Uncle Sam with other countries and to be looking like how he find out so quick. You told. You immediately posted the pictures. Lord have mercy. Oh. And then, of course, because anybody in this administration, they all spend way too much time on social media, okay? And don't tell me that they don't, because they've changed how they do their hair, makeup, their wardrobe, everything, because what people done said on social media. So, of course, expeditiously, the U.S. attorney reposted libs of TikTok and added, duly noted. Thanks for letting us know. We'll put you in the system. Talk soon, ma'am. Hashtag no one is above the law. Look the fuck. Y'all been screaming for years for certain people to go out and touch grass. How about the federal government go out and touch? Actually, all all levels of government go touch grass. Go touch grass. Then come sit down. Let's have class. Let's go over your job descriptions. And let's break down for the remedial what that means and get you to do some work. Okay? Instead of you acting like some pimple faced, crusting up socks every night teenager in a mama basement playing Call of Duty and you just in the lobby talking shit. What the fuck? Nobody else's government officials is out here hashtagging. And oh my God, most of our announcements are coming up. I can't. This bitch. But might as well stick with the government because it's Friday. And you know it's just going to get worse because every weekend, since this fucking new administration, the fuckery increases over the weekend. They wait for everybody to get off work. They wait for everybody to get that good end of the week meal in, get a little bit of the itis, get a little tired, like, whoo, I need a good weekend nap. And then they start running amok. Coming from the Washington Examiner, Social Security Administration preempts Doge cuts with $25,000 yearly out option. From what budget? From what budget are we supposed to be drawing all of these promised funds from? And if the point is to be more cost effective and to decrease debt and decrease spending, why are we throwing money at everybody? You might as well leave everybody at work and let them work. It's like when you work at a company and you know that the boss is about to fire 3 people just because they don't like them. And then you hire temps, which cost more money. The Social Security Administration is preparing for significant workforce reductions as part of these changes. It has offered current employees up to $25,000 to resign. From what budget? From what budget? And the important question is this $25,000 pre-tax or post-tax? Is this a $25,000 benefits package or cold hard cash? Is this one lump sum payment? Is this bi-weekly? Is this twice a month? Like what's going on? The Office of Personnel Management issued a memorandum earlier this week advising agency heads to have their reorganization plans developed by March 13th, including reductions in the workforce as part of the Department of Government Efficiency's efforts to cut waste in the federal government. So you want people to waste time. Instead of doing their job now, you want them to run the analysis that you are supposed to be running. and you're forcing them to decrease. So it's less of an analysis on actual productivity and more of an analysis on how skeletal can this crew get, and we can still kind of sort of function. Doesn't mean that you'll be functioning efficiently, doesn't mean you will be functioning even in close to a timely manner. The SSA issued a message to its employees Thursday discussing options as it begins its reorganization plan. Through these, you want to know what? You want to know how we could have really, really saved a lot of money? I'm being dead serious. Instead of forcing people to come back into the brick and mortar, allow more people to work from home. You don't have to pay for buildings. You don't have to pay gas and electric. You don't have to pay water. You don't have to pay sewage. You don't have to have a janitorial staff. You don't have to have a security staff. Yes, there are certain positions that, yes, you will need to have a brick and mortar structure for that. But if you wanted to cut costs, yeah. And that's less wear and tear on roads, less emissions into the air. The memo also warned employees that the administration may reassign employees from non-mission critical positions to mission critical direct service positions. It also provided various voluntary options for the employees ahead of the changes to the SSA. The voluntary options include reassignment through a questionnaire, early retirement, optional retirement, or voluntary separation incentive payments. On average, 100,000 people retire from the federal government each year. The state of Ohio once went through a restructuring in order to save money. A lot of the positions that were they essentially were retired out. There was some redundancy, so when people retired, they just didn't fill those positions. They merged some positions because they realized, in all technicality, these two people are working together, but this person is severely part-time because they got to rely on this person, so you might as well merge them. That's how you do it. And you also talk to the people to have an understanding. I can't. Hold on, that's a duplicate. Alrighty. Coming from CNN, Elon Musk says upgrade of FAA's air traffic control system is failing and SpaceX needs to take over Verizon's contract. A lot of things in regards to air traffic control do need to be modernized. I give you that. I've said that through the past couple of administrations. It is what it is. That budget needs to be handled expeditiously. But let us not, and before y'all go, yeah, that's a great idea. That you did. Elon has blah 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 blah. And, a lot of these cuts that are being made is because Elon is trying to cut the regulations from his companies and eliminate his competition because Elon has not been properly regulating things and allowing his companies nor himself to be regulated. He was being heavily fined just so. Elon Musk said Thursday that Verizon's efforts to provide a critically needed upgrade to the FAA's air traffic control system is failing, and he said that it is important that Starlink, a unit of his SpaceX satellite and rocket company, take over. Where's the report on this? The Verizon communication system to air traffic control is breaking down very rapidly, he said in a post on his social media platform X. but when called into the Oval in order to answer questions and provide evidence, when being a part of the first cabinet meeting for this current administration, and he provided no information, no reports. Why was this not brought up? Why was this not properly vented? We know why. The FAA assessment is single-digit months to catastrophic failure, putting air traffic safety at serious risk. Yep, exactly. Exactly. You can just say it's failing, and this. I'm just going to start calling them the Chicken Little administration, because that's what they are. The sky is falling. Oh, word. Where should we take shelter at? Where should we take shelter at? I mean, I don't see nothing falling from the sky, but where should we take? So we're just going to keep firing people to make it seem like it's every other company's fault, and we're going to keep sacrificing human beings so Musk can make more money. Let's just hope we don't start blowing up like his spaceships. It's very much so trust me, bro politics. The situation is extremely dire, Musk added. It is not immediately clear what FAA risk assessment Musk was referring to in his post, because there isn't one. Verizon has a massive $2.4 billion contract to provide a long-sought upgrade to the FAA's communication system known as the FAA Enterprise Network Services, or FENS, program. Asked about Musk's statement, the FAA issued a statement saying, regarding the FENS program, no decisions have been made. Like I said, there's been a need for modernization for a while. The towers need to be modernized. The commuter, like, there's a lot, and you can't point it to one administration or one side of the aisle over it just as a whole. Like, there's a lot of things that have slipped through the cracks, especially since the United States is obsessed with police and the military, except for taking care of the police and the military. So it's like the upgrade hasn't happened yet, and you're already saying that it's failing. Like, people, please, 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 critically think. Please, just like any other muscle, you have to exercise the muscle up here. You have to. And all of this acting like you're morally superior. Oh, I don't watch the news. I don't get it. Why? You enjoy other people being in control of you? Because I'm pretty sure, at least as a teenager, you couldn't wait to have bodily autonomy, to be your own boss, to be the boss of yourself. And now you are willing to just let somebody else do it because you think it makes you look better than everybody else. It just doesn't bother me. I don't concern myself with those things. Well, bitch, sit to the side and shut the fuck up. Because I'm very much so concerned about and will be very much so vocal and active regarding politics. Because politics is for the people. And I'll be damned if I'm paying taxes and I'm not being properly represented. And another thing, I want y'all to get out of the habit going, oh, well, my representative is insert name here. You do realize once someone is voted into your city government, they represent you. Your county government, your state, they represent you. Federal government, they represent you. You are not beholden just to call somebody because they're from your state, your county, your district. They're all to represent you. Call them all. Call any of them. Cuss them out. Tell them they're doing a good job. Tell them they kick rocks. You are their HR. Give them their performance reviews and be detailed about it, baby. Be nitpicky, okay? Act like it is your anniversary dinner at your favorite restaurant, okay? And you done got the worst member of the wait staff possible, okay? And they done told you if you don't get good service, this meal and your next 3 anniversary dinners is free. You heard me? That is how you give them their performance review. Yes, I do my best to try to dissect it for the people. Whew, here's my cup. All right. real quick, because I got this last story for y'all. Um, if you, excuse me, do not forget that the midday catch up is live on TikTok and also on YouTube. So if you missed any parts of it on TikTok, you can always go back and watch it on YouTube. One, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, why not? Please do. It does help me be able to tutor some less fortunate children free of charge for them. And if you have not subscribed to my Substack, why not? If you like the breakdowns and the historical context mixed into it, why not? And as always, check out the links in my bio. There are great resources, classes, etc., etc. All right, coming from Newsweek, Donald Trump's Gold Card visa program already has 250,000 applicants. Now, in full disclosure, I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again to make sure people hear it. No, I do not like to agree with Donald Trump. No, I'm not defending Donald Trump. I am giving you the truth and I'm giving you history. Are there other countries that have done things similar in order to make money for the country? Yes. This is also another reason why I like to remind you all that we are not, as Donald Trump keeps saying, the purse of the globe. No, on this space rock that is rotating through the atmosphere, we owe everybody, okay? We are that broke family member that always need to hold $20, okay? That is us. Has the United States also previously had something similar to this? Also, yes. This is nothing new. He did not have an epiphany. Somebody probably mentioned it, and he's like, "Oh, we can make it a gold card because he loves gold. He thinks it anything plated in it, draped in it, whatever is just superior." Now that we got that out the way, let's get into this, okay? Okay. President Donald Trump's Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick claimed the Gold Card visa program already has 250,000 applicants. Are there 250,000 people on the planet that can afford to pay $5 million? Because the Forbes list of the richest people, it don't be going into the thousands. It don't. However, applications on the website appear to have not been launched yet. So were we just taking in friends? Are these amongst the applications that, because they did say it was okay for companies, for corporations to get these visas in order to entice certain workers. So like, is this like the back door dealings? Are we glory holding these gold card visas? Newsweek has contacted the Commerce Department, DHS, and the White House for further comment via email outside of normal office hours. Good. And start just contacting them outside of normal business hours, since they like to do fuck shit outside of normal business hours. Yes, hey, Jasmine. I have taken my antics, if you know, allegedly, my antics, allegedly, to Saturday mid-morning. Because why not? I mean, just Google any politician you would like to get a hold of. Their email will pop up, a phone number will pop up mid-morning on a Sunday or a Saturday or a nice cozy Friday evening. It's the right time after midnight, out in the moonlight, just trolling like I do. Allegedly. Allegedly. The proposed Gold Card program would grant U.S. residency to those who invest $5 million in the United States. Who doing that? Thank you, love. I mean, currently, there are people who get preferential treatment in regards to their pathway to citizenship regarding how much they invest in the United States. Yeah, they want to talk about there's no two-tiered anything. Everything in this country is tiered. accept empathy towards marginalized people. The gold card announced followed The gold card announcement followed a series of actions by the president aimed at limiting other immigration pathways for those unable to meet the high cost. In the past, Trump has supported work based visas, particularly the H 1B visa. It was the H 1B visa that had MAGA turning on Vivek Ramaswamy and kind of side eyeing Elon Musk for a while. Um, The best way I can describe the H-1B visa for you, from my interpretation of it, welcome to modern day indentured servitude. And before you come in here going, well, indentured servants were the original slaves. Benjamin Franklin was an indentured servant. When he got too expensive for his brother to take care of him, his brother put him in indentured servitude. And then he got out and he started doing fuck shit he started doing. So, yeah. Mountain Dew and Reese cups. Speaking of which, I'm low on Reese cups. That's what I meant to get when we went to the store. He be distracting me. He be distracting me. I knew there was something else I was trying to find in that aisle. And I even asked him to remind me. He's not a good assistant at all. I'm gonna have to talk to him. But that's how. I shouldn't press my luck. Because he didn't complain about me having this massive Mountain Dew today. But I bought a can anyway, so. In an interview with Fox News' Brett Baer on Special Report, Lutnick said there are 250,000 people waiting in line now, and they are willing to pay the huge fee. Y'all be lying. White people, you never gonna escape the allegations that y'all can't tell the truth. It is. It's big time self care. Yeah, they don't be telling the truth. They don't be telling the truth at all. But that catches us all up. Now, I have not forgotten it. Yes, I do know tomorrow is the official start to March. So number one, have you all signed up for the Saturday history class with me? If you have not, or you cannot make the Saturday classes, have you subscribed to Substack, because there is more in-depth history over there. But do y'all want me to start the Adventures with Taz written series, or do you want me to pick back up on the spicy naughty stories, or a combination of both? Y'all gotta let me know. Both, yeah. I was thinking both. Alrighty. Okay. I got a lot of time tomorrow after class, so we'll start churning those out. And one more reminder, there is an expand for those that know about my Sunday journaling series with the prompts. There is an expanded series over on Substack. You can reach that link in my bio. Sorry, my brain froze for a minute. And we'll be doing that Sunday. We'll be wrapping up chapter 1 of Savage Inequalities. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, there are new episodes out of the short form audio only podcast on Spotify. Once again, link is in my bio. I think that's everything. I think. I don't know. But yeah, other than that, I will catch you all either in class tomorrow, back here for the book reading on Sunday, or at the next midday catch up, because Yeah, and I'm kind of enjoying doing these midday catch-ups with you guys because there's a lot of news going on, but chit-chatting with y'all makes it a lot better. A lot better. But yes, just friendly neighborhood reminder, there are a lot of references in my bio. If there is a reference that you would like or something that helps you learn or helps you with your deconstructing, please let me know and I will do my best to incorporate it. Or if I know someone that already has that in place, I will gladly direct you to them. So, as always, thank you all for joining me. And y'all know how this goes. Each one reach one, each one teach one. Now go out and get into some good trouble. But no trouble that what needs bail in this economy. Bye, y'all.